for you kids.
Tamey's asleep. It's a fish in the river. It's a bird in the sky. It's a lizard in the shrubs. It's a lion in the forest. It's a panda in the bamboo grove. It's a butterfly in the garden. It's a rabbit on the grassland. Oh, it's a cat at home.
It's little Jack's day at school, but little Jack's still in bed. He doesn't want to go to school because he feels lonely. But he had to go. Mom laughed and said, "School is fun." He didn't look too determined as he waved goodbye. When he meets the kind teachers, Jack still puts down his apprehensions and steps into the campus. Teacher greets Jack with a smile, colorful books and games everywhere. Soon the timid Jack was driven to play with his friends, and he felt happy to stay with his good friends. He realizes that it's not the school that's fun, it's the schoolmates. Brave Jack can't wait for tomorrow.
bells, little Joe lies in bed. He is going to sleep. Puppy's asleep on a soft little mat. Joe whispers, "Night, night, puppy." Kitty's curled up, her tail wrapped snug. Joe murmurs, "Night, night, kitty." Mr. Bear's in a snooze, warm in couch. Joe breathes out, "Night, night, Mr. Bear." His rabbit's ears rest, no hops or leaps. Joe hums, "Night, night, Miss Rabbit." Flowers are curled, in their green beds they weep. Joe sighs, "Night, night, blooms." The stars are bright, everyone's in deep sleep, and little Joe's dreams are gentle and deep.
Tim is a curious little squirrel. He wanted to enjoy the scenery around. Tim found a big tree. He climbed to the top of the tree. He looked at the scenery around him. Tim sees a beautiful garden. He said, little flower, beautiful little flower." Tim sees the bee on the flower. He said, bee, sweet little bee." Tim saw the little bee fly to the stream. He said, stream, clear stream." Tim saw the stream flowing into the sea. He said, see, a muddy sea." Tim sees the grass on the beach. He said, grass, withered grass." Tim looked at the place where he lived. He said, the tree became a stump. Home, where is home? Tim the squirrel's very lively. One day, he decided to climb to the top of a steep hill. Tim packed his things early. With a spring in his step, embarked on a journey. At first, Tim walked up the winding path. He jumped carefully over the stream. Avoid sharp rocks. Whenever there's a problem, Tim actively looks for a solution. The steepness of the mountain increases as Tim climbs up. But Tim was not afraid. He would climb steadily. Whenever Tim feels very tired, he never gives up. Tim took a deep breath, gathered his courage, and moved on. Finally, Tim reached the top of the mountain. He stood there. Tim looked over the forest and felt the joy of victory. Through this experience, he learned to persevere and overcome difficulties. As long as he has courage and perseverance, he can conquer any difficulty.
It's 10 o'clock and the light's still on in Jack's room. Mom lets him try to sleep alone, but he faces a challenge every night. Darkness in the room. Mom gently closed the door. The light faded, and little Jack suddenly realized that something in the darkness had become different. Black trees spread slowly across the ground. Jack realized he was standing at the edge of a vast, dark forest. However, all he wanted to do now was escape back to his mom and hide under the soft covers. In the dark forest, the trees were in shadow. The leaves whispered softly in the night wind. He soon realized this forest may hide secrets and delights he never imagined. Jack took a moment to observe his surroundings, and it turned out that the forest was inhabited by small animals of all shapes and sizes, their eyes glittering in the moonlight. The animals looked strange and mysterious, and Jack's heart beat faster, but he didn't run away. Instead, he plucks up the courage to look back at the creatures, and gradually they begin to breathe a friendly light, inviting Jack to join them in exploring the secrets of the darkness. At night, Jack learned to recognize paths in the dark. He also learned how to find your way under the stars. He realized that once you are brave enough to face your fears head on, a bright light can be found in even the deepest darkness. In his bed in the real world, little Jack faces each night with a new, braver heart. He knows that even if the whole world is plunged into darkness, he will always have a forest of his own in his heart, where countless adventures await him.
Mike is a boy full of imagination and curiosity. Every night, while he sleeps, he comes into a wonderful world. Tonight, Mike is no exception to come to another wonderful world. Mike looks at his surroundings and feels the warmth of the sun. Surrounded by lush forests and blue oceans, he knows that this is the new fantasy island, and his journey as an adventurer is about to begin. He found something interesting in the distance. An amazing collection of critters. They have unique personalities. Mike's adventure continues. He walked through the thick forest, through the steep mountains, met the challenge of the waterfall. On this magical island, he also met elves. They use magic on big fruit. Mike is dancing with excitement and enjoying the magic island. At last, they came to the highest mountain on the island. They looked down on the whole magic island and saw its beauty and wonder. Mike's imagination made this adventure wonderful. Mike knows that deep in his heart, there is always a magical island waiting for him to explore and conquer. He believed that his imagination could bring him endless laughter and wonder, no matter where he was.
The The little corgi is a brave explorer. His dream is to catch a rainbow. The little corgi perked up at once. He set off with a bounce. The little corgi got to the forest first, met a naughty squirrel. He told little corgi, the rainbow went to the grass. Then the little corgi came to the grass. He sees beautiful flowers. The flowers are dancing. They tell the little corgi, the rainbow went to this tree. Then the little corgi came to the stream. He saw many little fish. The little fish are spitting blasters. The little fish told little corgi, the rainbow is on the water. The little corgi immediately pounced. He managed to catch the rainbow.
Sammy is an adventurous little squirrel. One day, he spots dark clouds in the sky and knows a storm is on the way. He quickly calls his friends to figure out what to do. Sammy asks Oliver the owl to check the storm's path. Lila the rabbit and Hank the hedgehog gather food. Oliver returns with news that the storm is approaching fast. They decide to build a large shelter together, leading the effort. Sammy uses branches and leaves to construct a sturdy shelter. All the little animals pitch in to finish the shelter quickly. Oliver keeps watch, protecting them. As the storm draws near, they complete the shelter just in time. Everyone hides inside, trusting it will keep them safe. The storm passes, and the sky is clear. The forest is greener than before. The friends all thank Sammy, celebrating together with songs and dances. Sammy looks at everyone, knowing that their unity is their strength.